Hello, this is Johnny Mathis, and I'm going to give you a peek at what's in my bag.
This is a time for love, a time that's yours and mine, for love and peace on earth again.
You went straight to the Brazilian section.
Yes, I did. It is my favorite genre of music. I was very lucky at a very early age to get a chance to go to Brazil. And I met all these people that I collected. This caught my eye because it's a portrait painted by Jeffrey Holder, who's a marvelous dancer. He and his wife, Carmen de Lavallade, danced in the theater in New York. He choreographed several Broadway shows, but he was a wonderful, wonderful man and a very big influence on my life. Jobim, of course, Carlos Jobim, the master of Bossa Nova. This is one of his compilations, one of his many compilations.
Ah, se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo sorrindo se enche de graça e fica mais lindo por causa do amor.
But they're all brilliant songs, and I love discovering new songs. I sing a lot of Brazilian music in my performances. Sing a long medley of songs. I love the way the Brazilians speak Portuguese. It's music, it just flows, it's quite wonderful. João Gilberto, he sings so quietly, you could hardly hear him. And the microphone was like this. He played and sang all these wonderful songs.
Não há beleza, é só tristeza e a melancolia que não sai de mim. Não sai de mim, não sai.
I got the greatest pianist I've ever heard in my life, Oscar Peterson. Oscar Peterson was available to me in my lifetime to meet him and to become kind of friends. He loved Nat King Cole singing. In fact, he made some recordings.
Unforgettable in every way.
As a singer myself and someone who really admired Nat Cole, I thought I had heard everything and I thought I knew his voice better than anyone. I couldn't tell the difference. It was amazing. And yet this man was one of the greatest pianists in the world and a wonderful teacher. And this is like going back to my childhood looking at all this, and it's wonderful.
Did you have those records when you were
I did,
younger?
yes. I listened to the old stuff, some new things. I'm making a new album of really contemporary songs, and I haven't yet learned the names of the composers, but most of the music that I'm singing was performed by the writers and the composers. And that's the difference now, I think, in popular music. The kids are not so interested in probably melody. They're more interested in performance. And the writers of the music seem to have the best performance of their music, even though they're not trained singers. That's the thing that I notice mostly about the young people nowadays. They don't bother, learning how to produce tones and what have you, as we were brought up to do. You didn't do anything unless you produced the tones properly, because they were afraid you would ruin your voice. And they were absolutely right, of course. A lot of the kids nowadays, I read a little bit about them, and they have voice problems because they haven't studied. But hopefully they'll, after they make their first million, they'll take some lessons so they don't harm their voice.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
It was a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Amoeba!